Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Geres, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 212, our 12th review lesson under the theme, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. This is a review of lesson number 192. I have a function God would have me fill. I seek the function that would set me free from all the vain illusions of the world. Only the function God has given me can offer freedom. Only this I seek, and only this will I accept as mine. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Let's have a quick review of lesson 192. I have a function God would have me fill. This lesson is primarily focused on forgiveness. We're just going to reread the last two paragraphs from this lesson. Therefore, hold no one prisoner. Release instead of bind, for thus are you made free. When we are holding anyone prisoner, we are the jailer. We're holding the key, and we have to guard that prisoner, make sure that he stays in there. But we are actually keeping ourselves locked up. When we release the prisoner, we also release ourselves. The reason for this is that all minds are joined. We are all one mind. We cannot hold a resentment against someone else without holding a resentment against ourselves. If we're struggling with this, we might want to go back and reread lesson 192. The first paragraph talked about all of the gifts that come when we truly forgive. We have happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world. We have care and safety, the warmth of sure protection always, a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that can never be hurt, a deep abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset. What do we want? Do we want the gifts of the world, the pain and suffering that holding on to resentment brings us? Or do we want the perfect peace that forgiveness brings us? The choice is really ours. This paragraph goes on to tell us exactly how to do this. The way is simple. Every time you feel a stab of anger, realize you hold a sword above your head, and it will fall or be averted as you choose to be condemned or to be free. Thus does everyone who seems to tempt you to be angry represent your Savior from the prison house of death, and so you owe him thanks instead of pain. I just love this. When we learn to see this person as a Savior, someone who is bringing our unconscious beliefs to the surface so that they can be healed, then we learn to be grateful instead of being angry. We learn to see this person as our Savior. And the last paragraph, be merciful today. The Son of God deserves your mercy. The Son of God is you. The Son of God is me. We deserve to give ourselves mercy, and the other person also deserves our mercy. No more, no less. We're all equal. It is he who asks that you accept the way to freedom now. In other words, we transpose the face of Christ onto the person that we're holding a grievance against. I use this all the time when something comes up for me. I cannot stay angry when I am looking at someone and seeing the face of Christ. The rest of this paragraph is talking about literally seeing this in another person. Deny him not. His Father's love for him belongs to you. God's love for Christ belongs to you and belongs to me, but we cannot experience it if we're putting up the shield because we're so afraid of someone hurting us. Your function here on earth is only to forgive him, nothing else. There is no other reason that we're here on earth except to learn how to practice forgiveness on a continual basis, that you may accept him back as your identity. When I do this, when I forgive you, I see myself in you. I see the Christ in you, and I see the Christ in myself. That's the goal. That's why we're here. He is as God created him. I am as God created me. You are as God created you. Forgive him now his sins, and you will see that you are one with him. When we forgive another, we get to experience this incredible oneness. Let's contrast that with the loneliness, the isolation, the complete desperation, feeling like no one in the world cares about us. That is what happens when we're holding any kind of a resentment. When we forgive, we get to experience incredible unity with God and all of creation. Let's go back to our review lesson. I seek the function that would set me free. I seek to walk in forgiveness. I seek to see the true identity of myself and everyone else. I seek to see the Christ in me and the Christ in you. From all the vain illusions of the world, we want to be free of our crazy minds, all the stories, all our old conditioning. The more that we practice these lessons, the more that our default becomes to see with God's eyes and to love with God's heart. Only the function God has given me can offer me freedom, nothing else. There is no freedom in that bottle of wine. There is no freedom in the gambling. There is no freedom in the shopping. There is no freedom in spending or hoarding money. There is only freedom in offering full and complete forgiveness. Only this I seek, and only this will I accept as mine. This is the freedom that we're all searching for. This is why we're practicing A Course in Miracles. We're looking for this incredible freedom from the pain and sorrow of this world, and looking to live in God's glorious love and unity. Let's take a look at paragraphs 3 and 4 from Review 6. These practice sessions, like our last review, are centered around a central theme with which we start and end each lesson. It is this: I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. The day begins and ends with this, and we repeat it every time the hour strikes or we remember in between. We have a function that transcends the world we see. Beyond this and a repetition of the special thought we practice for the day, no form of exercise is urged except a deep relinquishment of everything that clutters up the mind and makes it deaf to reason, sanity, and simple truth. Let's talk about it. Our practice sessions, again, are first thing in the morning and last thing just before going to sleep. These practice sessions should not be less than 15 minutes. We can make them more if we like, but we want to really give them the time that they deserve. We start and end each of these practice sessions with the central theme: I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I have a function God would have me fill. On the hour, we want to again remember the central theme: I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I have a function God would have me fill. And then we are asked to practice it as often as possible in between. The main thing that these lessons are asking us to do is to let go of our old ideas, our preconceived notions. And today's lesson particularly tells us if there is anything that we are holding against another person, to let it go, to purposely practice forgiveness. If you're struggling with letting go of something, I encourage you to take a look at my online workshop, Freedom Through Forgiveness. You can find out more information at www.arlenegeres.com. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Tell others about these videos. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do one lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat?
So here we are in El Centro in Tonalá. This is where the families love to come after supper, visit with all your friends and neighbors. The children run and play. There's lots of food carts, having a wonderful time. We've just been to see the clown and he was poking fun at me. Here's the church. There's a church on either end of the square. There's the man selling cotton candy. I would have just done anything to get that when I was a child. And there's quite a crowd over there watching the clown. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I love you.
I I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I have a function God would have me fill. Have a blessed day full of forgiveness, my friends. I love you.